if we were to do this interview at the end of this decade and we look back, what do you think the number one issue, health issue that we're going to address will be?
I think it's going to be the same thing that we've been dealing with over the past 10 years, but it's going to get worse. Um, just because of the demographics and the way society is trending, which is chronic diseases, you know, and and mental and behavioral health. I think those things are massive challenges that are going to get worse before they get better. And we're throwing a lot of technology at them, so that makes me hopeful. But I think that the size and the scale of the problem is just incredible. And I think you know, there's technology things that can kind of tilt the curve, probably plus or minus 10%, right? 20% maybe. But a lot of this has to do with a bigger societal set of issues, right? So um, I think fundamentally um, we're on a path as a society, especially in America, that is unsustainable for the individual. And you're seeing it in a way it kind of expresses itself around. I would just call them a whole series of addictions, right? Self medication of like, you can self medicate by telling yourself untrue conspiracy theories, right? So that's one way that you've seen in our politics. You can self medicate because that'll make you feel empowered, right? You can self medicate by eating too much. You can self medicate by, drug abuse and alcohol abuse. You can not self medicate and be, be driven to despair and anxiety and depression. Um, and oh, by the way, there's other kind of self medications also have the added extra benefit of depression, anxiety. So you don't get away from it, right? So I think I think I think there is a bigger fundamental problem that we as a society have to kind of reconcile against, which is you know, and COVID pushed, kind of pointed a lot of these frailties out and kind of sped them up and accentuated them, right? Like nothing, no, you've already got kind of a bad trend, and then you put everybody into a pressure cooker, and you see how worse it can get. And I think we as a society need to kind of take a step back and kind of reflect on what's been going on, because I think the stuff that we're dealing with as a health system are all symptomatic. I don't think they're causal. I think they're symptomatic of a larger set of just of issues around people not being connected to each other in a genuine way, spirituality, those types of things that that could end up breaking our society if we don't do something about it.